ladies and gentlemen, it is Damian Andrews, and I am a thrall of the Shadow King. And tonight on MVWF Ground Zero, this special bonus episode here on President's Day, I can report to you that I'm feeling much, much better for the first time in quite a long time now. In the last couple of weeks, boy, have I been under the weather. That being said, we have a 3-match card here tonight, just a little bit of a bonus episode, just to plant maybe some big seeds for our upcoming pay-per-view. Not that you have to pay for it, it's just going to be on YouTube like every other goddamn episode. Kings of War, where the MVWF Championship will be defended. But I'll get to that in just a moment, so let's just do a rundown on the card. Tonight, in our opening match, MVWF legend, the White Side, goes one-on-one with one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Mr. Nightmare, both to be accompanied by their regular tag team partners, the White Side, of course, with the MVWF World's Heavyweight Champion, Ryan Doyle, and Mr. Nightmare with his Kingdom of Nightmares Tag Team Championship partner, Adrian Knight. And making their debut tonight, the Manchester Police Department, finally going to do something about those scallywag rogues. The most notorious street gang in all Manch Vegas, the Spruce Street Butchers, as Officer Bob and Officer Dave will go on a SWAT team strike against Stan and Retchie. And of course, they'll be accompanied by that other cop and SSB Hector. And also tonight in our main event, something a little bit different this go around, an 8-man tag team. Well, excuse me, not a tag team, but a 8-man battle royal over the top rope. And for the #1 contendership for the MVWF World's Heavyweight Championship at Kings of War, whoever wins this battle royal is getting the next title shot, and boy, what a mishmash of talents they are here tonight. Starting from, well, we're just going to zigzag from left to right. We're going to start off with, well, his first opportunity to be in a championship opportunity. That is Jimmy Controversy, creating just some controversy for being in this match. Over on the right, you have the man who defeated him not too long ago, Local Talent. Over on the left, perennial mid-carder Kyle Empire, who has a World Tag Team title shot at the next event too, finds himself in the chance of a very rare chance, not so much of being just a double champion, but a double championship contender. Across from him, the man, well, he's got a winning record these days, even though he's lost some tough ones lately. Kid Christian is in the Battle Royal. And the former MVWF World's Heavyweight Champion, Gee-Man, Ryan Crawford, will attempt to make his stamp on history and try and get that title shot that he wants so badly so that he can become the first 3-time champion. And across the ring from him will be standing his tag team partner, Enormous Genitals, Kevin Welch. And, of course, the Giant. Welcome to the Giant. AJ the Giant will be putting his hat into the ring, into this battle royal, going face to face with MVWF owner Brandon Bones. And that's right there, folks. The gears are turning. The clock is spinning. Why? Because the Shadow King is coming. The Shadow King is coming. And he will be taking over the MVWF. Do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, I am Damian Andrews, and I am a thrall. Oh, hey, there's the punishment sign. Should have taken that down. This capacity crowd here is sold out here tonight. Pretty decent weekend for wrestling. Coming to you from Cleveland, Ohio. Last Friday night, the MVWF defeated NXT 3-2 in a 5-match series. And of course, Doyle and Whiteside were successful in defeating, well, Aleister Black, Ricochet, and Velveteen Dream. And Adrian Knight was also successful in defeating Tucker Knight of Heavy Machinery. Of course, there is a long-rumored cross-promotional event between the MVWF and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Keep your ear to the ground for your local listings on that one. And of course, Doyle and Whiteside are the former tag team champions. So perhaps maybe Kyle Empire isn't the only one who's angling on a double championship. And let's get this one going. Welcome, everyone. Round 0. This capacity crowd already fired up here tonight. And there's Mr. Nightmare striking first. Oh, but a shoulder block by the MVWF legend Whiteside. He goes for a belly-to-belly, but some right hands interrupt that bullshit. Clothesline way off the mark. The younger man, Mr. Nightmare, we don't know much about him, but I would assume he's younger than Whiteside. Spin kick sends him into the ropes, and now sent off the ropes, opposite side, drops down. And an elbow smash under the chin. This first singles match for the, well, one half of the tag team champions here now, and he's got, again, as oftentimes is the case with the Kingdom of Nightmares, they keep getting thrown in the deep end of the pool. Mr. Nightmare not necessarily afforded a lot of the same opportunities that Adrian Knight was to have a few jobber matches. But he did prove himself in that 3-on-1 match where, I mean, keep in mind, Adrian Knight is the only man in all of MVWF history to have won a 3-on-1 match. And look at this move right here, takes him down. Now, if I'd made that call at any other point in the last 2 weeks, I'd be coughing my ass off. And the power of Whiteside throwing off Mr. Nightmare, who is standing up to the big man. 1, 2, and Whiteside, stunned, gets the left shoulder up. And that's about it. And now Mr. Nightmare going to take a high-risk move here. All or nothing, and it's nothing but pain. Whiteside could not capitalize on that reversal of fortune right there, as Mr. Nightmare showing an aptitude to be able to handle a lot of punishment. And the referee jerking off a large wiener. But the wily veteran manages to style his way out of that move right there, and there he hits the belly-to-belly suplex. And Whiteside stands his ground. Whiteside here in his home state of Ohio. And a bit of a stylistic choice there by Mr. Nightmare. He's gone after the arm a couple of times here, although I'm not sure if that's entirely the best strategy against the powerhouse like Whiteside, who has a bit of a stronger kick out this time. Of course, Whiteside once had a 45-minute match for the MVWF Championship against Ron Supreme, and now Mr. Nightmare looking to perhaps drop the atomic bomb. Oh, man, and from the top rope to the floor, boy, does Mr. Nightmare like to do that. Oh, man, drops him down, backbreakers, side Russian leg sweep. And Mr. Nightmare now, again, going to the top rope. Didn't work for him the first time. Elbow drop, comes up short again. And Whiteside's poised for the scissor fight slam. Boom, puts him down. But Whiteside, maybe taking too long to make the cover. 1, 2, and a 2 count. Give it up for Mr. Nightmare. Kicking out of the scissor fight slam. Whiteside's finishing maneuver. But Whiteside now feeling like he has this one finally in his control. And a clothesline. And another clothesline. Drops down. There's that big flying clothesline he was looking for towards the beginning of the match. And a big, giant-sized elbow to the small of the back. Spine buster. Perhaps it is time for the Granite State elbow. No. He's poised for another scissor fight slam. Oh, but this time Mr. Nightmare felt it coming. Into the corner. Nice. A little defensive move here. Mr. Nightmare trying to get control here, but again, Whiteside showing that power and just tosses him away. There we go. Whiteside working the lower back. And there's that snap. Super kick. 1, 2. And it was enough to knock out Whiteside as Mr. Nightmare. Whoa. Saves himself just right there. Yeah, I've been sick. Very competitive match here, back and forth, as Mr. Nightmare looked like he was letting it all slip away. Mr. Nightmare worked the arm, and Whiteside focused on Mr. Nightmare's lower back with the scissor fight slam, the spine buster, that elbow to the spine. And right there, that might have been the killing the blow that really took the last of what Whiteside had. Scissor fight slam did not get it done. May not have had kind of the mustard on it after being suplexed outside the ring. So who knows if Whiteside wasn't firing blanks.
Here is your winner, Mr. Nightmare.
Congratulations. Big disappointment for the Victory Dojo here. As Mr. Nightmare gets himself his first singles victory of his MVWF career. MVWF newcomers, the Manchester Police Department. Finally got the order from the governor of New Hampshire to finally take down this ruthless street gang. Of course, recently the Spruce Street Butchers going to a 30-minute time limit draw in a 6-man tag against Demolition, Axe, Smash, and Crush. And let's see what Officer Bob and Officer Dave can do. Oh, big belly-to-belly suplex. Off the ropes he goes. Back body drop. Stop resisting arrest. And a big suplex throw. And here comes Reggie, who fucked things up for his tag team partner Hector the other day in that match with Crawford. And a clothesline, some excessive brutality by the police officer. And what do the cops have in store now? Oh, the beatdown. There they are, they're beating him down. Stop resisting arrest. Whoa! You did it to yourself, pal. And now Officer Bob outside the ring and Officer Dave with the head cranker. And look at that, a bit of a figure four by Reggie. A technical move that's not really, oh, and a slap in the face. It's all right. He'll get his pension. Reggie pushing him around. Cops don't like that. Officer Dave with the elbows. Couple to the stomach and one to the ribs. And into the corner he goes. Reggie taking it to the streets. Oh, he's taunting the police and puts a stomp to him. But Dave refuses to sell. Oh, what's this up in the air? Big power bomb. Sell that. Absolutely not. Comes Officer Bob. Oh man, forced him into the corner and a big straight up power slam. He just wishes it was pavement. And look at the cop getting in his face. Cease and desist. And the distraction helps. Just enough for Stan to get the double underhook suplex. And another sit-out power bomb. Over the top rope goes Stan. Uppercut. Officer Dave fired into his own corner. Got a little payback right there. And a judo throw. Over the shoulder. Of course, the Spruce Street Butchers have been looking forward to for a long time the opportunity to really lay it into the police, and boy, did he just lay it in with that clothesline, and here come the stomps. And he's going to taunt, and what's he doing here? Stan all the way to the other side, gonna go coast to coast, drop kick! Unbelievable, the clothesline with nothing on it. Over the top rope goes Officer Dave. And now it looks like the Butchers might be looking to punish the cops. Oh, man. Absolutely destroyed him. And outside the ring is where the Spruce Street Butchers love to live. Gets pushed down. Cops always obstinate and bashes him face first. And again. Hopefully his chest camera caught all of that police violence. band. And this one getting out of control here as the referee just counting away. 20 count outside the ring here in the MVWF. Oh, Officer Dave took his eye off the ball. Are you kidding me? Double team move. Oh, Officer Dave is hurt. And they are both crawling to their corners. And Dave makes the tag to Bob, and Stan fails to make the tag. And Hector throws a chair into the ring. Oh, clothesline takes Stan's head up, and he gets right up. And this one is getting ugly. Oh, clotheslines his head off. Hanging him upside down in the tree of woe. Time for some corporal punishment. And now looks like Officer Bob is going to pay back Stan. What's he going to do? Coast to coast! And the MPD putting their own twist on that one. Hooks the leg, goes in for the cover. Oh, and Stan kicks out. And Officer Dave made the save. He goalied right, but Stan just managed to stay strong enough to kick out of all of that. These two teams going tit for tat. Oh, what's he gonna do? He's doing it right in front of Officer Dave, who he is just completely ignoring. And here comes payback! Revenge is a dish best served cold. And Bob kicks out. And Reggie again was on point. But the man down, managing to survive. On paper, you could have predicted this would have been a violent one. And so far, it is paying off in spades. And here comes Stan. Big power bomb. Wow. Some shitty kicks. The clothesline. Every shot delivered with disrespect. Sit out power bomb again. And a Boston Crab. Did it put enough hurt on Stan? I'm not entirely sure. The cops don't want this one to end. Belly to belly suplex. And a straight power slam. As the Manchester Police Department is trying to get control of this match. And Stan trying not to get stuck in enemy territory. Trying not to get locked up. Turns him around in the corner. What does Stan have in mind here? On the shoulders. Oh, man. Spruce Street driver. And he's got the cover on him. 1, 2. And look at that. Officer Dave hit the referee to break up the count because he wasn't going to make it in time. And here comes Reggie for the first time in a long time. Gut shot. Clotheslines him down, and the referee is still out cold. Did not see Officer Dave nail him from behind. And of course, the cops, they know Hector very well. He's done stints in prison. And Officer Bob talking trash right to his face. Oh! Big time miss. Oh, and a sit-out powerbomb by Officer Bob. And he's feeling strong. And Hector up on the apron. Referee losing control of this one. Officer Dave just holding himself up on the top rope. Where is Hector going? Did the referee throw him out of here? Now he's been up on the apron a number of times. Death Valley Driver! Snake eyes. So much punishment been laid out. So much punishment being absorbed. And he's ready to just curb stomp him. Oh, look at this. Wheelbarrow neckbreaker. Cover him. Impressive move. 1, 2. And now Officer Pete. Whatever the hell his name is, he's up on the apron. So I think Hector might have gotten ejected from ringside. As the referee trying his best to maintain as much control of this match as he can. And Officer Pete is inside the ring. And now he is being thrown out. Referee Joe Stromboli laying down the authority here in the MVWF. Oh, man. Look at that move right there. Of course, the Butchers have much more experience in the ring. Former tag team champions back in phase 1. Oh, man. And the cops just cannot be brutal. Perhaps they feel as though Reggie has crossed the thin blue line. And they are beat up. Oh man, dropped in the back of his head with that crucifix. And he doesn't even go for the cover. As Reggie now, I think, just might be talking to him. You feel that, cop? Face down, vulnerable, unable to defend yourself in the face of authority. If you ever wondered why the Spruce Street Butchers wear protective masks. On a right hand, catches the kick, clothesline. Of course, the alpha male egos of the Manchester Police Department overcommits him right there. Taste of defeat. And now just beating him down. And right in Officer Bob's face. Bashing his head into the mat. I'm not entirely sure the Spruce Street Butchers even really want to win this match. Oh, clothesline from the left side. And now the cops make the tag. And Officer Bob got himself a pretty good rest. Of course, this match, we're deep into it. And the Butcher's extending the police. Here comes a jumping pile driver. Making an example out of them. Oh man, a running forearm in the corner, and the Butcher's now discussing strategy. A straight punch. Backbreaker. Stomping him. The Butchers know how to punish you. There's that wheelbarrow neckbreaker again. If Stan can stop him, he cannot stop him. The referee had to go around him without interrupting the count. And maybe this time it'll do it. 1, 2. It does. The Butchers have defeated the police. Tremendous match here. And the Butchers looking to be back on the rails. And not just rails of cocaine. I mean, these two teams power bombed each other quite a bit. Merrimack Valley driver, wheelbarrow neck breakers. Didn't get the pin there, but the head bashes eventually got it done.
Your winners, SSB Stan and SSB Redhead, the Mean Street Posse.
Yeah, that's the Spruce Street Butchers, you dumb bimbo. Fuck, I need a drink. I know I'm live on the air, but I'm going to blow my nose anyway. Well, this right here, folks, this match is for the #1 contendership at Kings of War. What an eclectic mix of 8 contenders. And let's get it going. This over-the-top rope battle royal. Both feet touch the floor and you are out. And Crawford's already got Kid Christian up in the air as Brandon Bones and Kevin Welch, who hate each other's guts, battling in the corner. And the two brothers, Kyle Empire and AJ the Giant, facing off. There's a big, whoa! And AJ just throws him right out. And there goes local talent who holds on. Oh, and Bones gets dropped on his head. Don't worry, Kyle. You have a tag title shot. Now Bones trying to get Kevin Welch out of the ring. And he is joined by Jimmy Controversy. And Kevin Welch over the top, and he holds on. And they are trying to stuff the chicken here. And they can't get him out. Oh, it's clothesline, and he goes over the top rope, eliminated by Kevin Welch. And a Samoan drop by the Giant. And typically you would think Giants have an advantage in a Battle Royal situation, as all the old school guys are gone. It is nothing but new generation. And Kevin Welch, excuse me, not Kevin Welch, I'm used to him losing. Ryan Crawford gets eliminated by Kid Christian. Wow, Kid Christian scoring big here by eliminating the former world's champion, the only two-time former champion. Has shown he can be a challenger, but has yet to show that he can be a champion. With only one successful title defense, which, for the reputation of a guy like Brandon Bones, who actually has two successful title defenses in his entire history. And it's Kevin. And it's AJ in there with all the jobbers. And Kevin now to the top rope. Big splash! And the Giant gets eliminated by Jimmy Controversy. We are about to see the rug get pulled out from underneath all the top contenders in the MVWF. Look, the spin kick comes up short. Well, it's just a battle royal. Anything can happen in this situation. If anything, it's not a complete defeat, and look at the strength of Kevin Welch. Out goes Jimmy Controversy. I would have to say that Kevin Welch is the, by and large, favorite here, but with a guy like Kid Christian out there who eliminated the former world champion, anything can happen. And a clothesline, and out goes local talent. And look at who it's down to. Enormous genitals, Kevin Welch. And sheltered Kid Christian, as he's thrown over the top rope, and he's out, and Kevin Welch is the #1 contender. Tremendous splash from the top rope, and a press slam. Look at those eliminations. Kevin Welch has the thing he's wanted this whole time. What a shocking turn of events. Kevin Welch is the #1 contender. Unbelievable. Like, seriously, it's unbelievable. Because he always loses. With that being said, keep in mind, he defeated Ryan Doyle during the Ultimate Sacrifice tournament. He's defeated the MVWF champion, even though he lost to him a short while later. They are 1-1 against each other here this year in Season 2, and I'll tell you what, folks, do not underestimate Kevin Welch in this situation, but really, when you do the metrics on it, what can you really say about Kevin Welch's chances historically in a high-profile situation? He won the tournament. He won the Battle Royal, and now he has the title shot against a guy who has been destroying everything in his path. But Kevin Welch is the one blemish on his record this year. The MVWF legend, Ryan Doyle, the MVWF World's Heavyweight Champion. I mean, who's just destroyed everything in his path. I know I'm repeating myself here, but the point still stands. What is going to happen at Kings of War when everything seems to, now that he's a drummer in a band, a star in a movie, a winner of a battle royal in a tournament, it's coming up Millhouse for Mr. Enormous Genitals, Kevin Welch. Well, folks, I am Damon Andrews, and I am still a thrall of the Shadow King, who is still coming to the MVWF to change it all and to take it over. We will see you next time at Kings of War. Prepare yourself. Good night.